So today we are going to study about the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement. So far we know about the Rowlatt Act and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre of 1919. So what is the Rowlatt Act? Rowlatt Act is an act passed by the British Parliament. As per this act, the British could arrest anyone and can be imprisoned in jail without trial for how long they wanted. And the Jallianwala Bagh massacre, that incident, this occurs when in April 13, 1919, Jallianwala Bagh is a big garden. So due to this Rowlatt Act, the protesters in India started the anti-Rowlatt Act protest. So after that, the British had ordered the citizens of India to not gather anywhere. The people are prohibited to gather in the surroundings or gather anywhere. So if the people are gathering anywhere, the British will pass a martial law. The British will shoot anyone how much they wanted. So in the Jallianwala Bagh on April 13 in Amritsar, many people came to the Jallianwala Bagh, but most of them were not protesters. They have come to attend the Vaishakhi festival. Only a few of them were the protesters. So when the British came to know that the people gathering in the Jallianwala Bagh, the British General Dyer ordered the British policemen and soldiers to fire at the mob at Jallianwala Bagh. So the people were not knowing about the martial law that they were passed. The people, including the small children, had only come there to attend the Vaishakhi festival without knowing the martial law that had been passed there by the British. After that, the all British were, but in the Jallianwala Bagh there is only a problem. In the Jallianwala Bagh there is a problem. There is only one entrance. There is only one entrance. If this is the Jallianwala Bagh, there is only one entrance. The British blocked this entrance. The policemen and the soldiers blocked this entrance, and they started firing all the people here. And they killed all the people who had come to the Jallianwala Bagh. The people were not knowing that the martial law was passed in this region. So many of the innocent people were died. In the British records, there are 376 people or 376 or something people were died, but actually 379 people were died. In fact, the death toll was actually double than this. Okay, so after these two incidents, Mahatma Gandhi called for the non-cooperation movement. So this is the first national level struggle by the Indian National Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. So in the earlier days, there were national struggles. There were struggles held by the Indian National Congress, but it was only shorted to some specific region, like the Champaran revolt, like Kheda peasant strike, like Ahmedabad mill strike. All these were the strikes that were organized by the Indian National Congress, but that all struggles were limited to a specific area. They were all limited to a specific area and for a specific purpose. It was not a pan-Indian movement. So this was the non-cooperation movement was the first national level struggle by the Indian National Congress under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. So far we know about the earlier struggles held by the Indian National Congress were only concentrated to some short areas, some specific areas. So this was a first national level struggle by the Indian National Congress. So what were the features of otherwise what is a non-cooperation movement? It is the opposite of non-cooperation. Is the opposite of cooperation. What is cooperation? We all know that the British were ruling us only because we are cooperating with them while they were punishing us. We are cooperating with them while they were ruling us. We are cooperating with them while they were trading us. We are trading with us. We are cooperating with them the way they wanted. In every way, we are cooperating with them the way they wanted. Okay. So Gandhiji said that now onwards we should not cooperate with them. Okay. So there are some features of non-cooperation movement. The first is lowest sharp boycott courts. We all know that at that time it was not India, it was British India. So the courts were all under the control of British. So the Gandhiji asked the Indian lawyers to boycott, should stop their working, should stop their service at the courts. Okay, the students shall boycott English schools. We all know that. We all know that at that time the schools were organized by the British, and the Gandhiji told the students to boycott, should stop studying in the English schools. And the denial of taxes. The farmers in Awadh refused to pay taxes. Gandhiji told everyone to stop paying taxes to the British government. So, for example, if a farmer is getting 100 rupees a day, 100 rupees a day, he should have to give 80% of that 100 rupees to the British government. That means 80% means 80 rupees as tax to the British government. So he is only getting 20 rupees. So Gandhiji said that from now onwards we should not have to pay tax. The farmer should deny tax. Farmers should not have to pay the tax. Boycott elections. We all know that the elections were conducted only for the favor of the British government, and Gandhiji asked to boycott foreign products. And after that, the people burned foreign clothes. After that, from boycotting foreign products, the people began to burn foreign clothes. What mean that? What this means? The boycott foreign products means that is the main important thing. We are allowing the British government to rule us only because for the past 200 years, the British government had ruled us only because we are allowing them to rule us. We had bought their products. In the past, we should recollect that the British came to India only as traders. Soon they began to know about the structure of India, and they started to trade with us, and after a few years they began to rule us. So this started only because we were buying their products. So Gandhiji told us that we should stop buying their products, and after that people began to burn foreign clothes as they wanted to show the protest against someone. If someone has to show some protest against someone, the people began to burn their sculpture. Okay, so like that, the people began to burn the foreign clothes which were imported to India by the British. Okay, so after that, soon after the non-cooperation movement, people began to make indigenous products like spinning khadi with charka, and many national institutions like the Kashi Vidyapith and Jamia Millia, etc. were established in India. At the same time, there was one movement called the Khilafat movement started. Khilafat movement was present at that time. So, what is Khilafat movement? Khilafat movement means the Muslims in the world consider the spiritual leader as the Khalifa of Turkey. The Turkey's Khalifa were considered as the spiritual leader with all Muslims in the world. So, when the Britishers defeated the Turkey, they took up the position of the Khalifa. So this created a mass agitation again in the mind of the people, in the mind of the Muslim people all around the world against British. So they began to start movements in various parts of the world. In India also there was one movement arise to call the Khilafat movement. So for what reason, if something happened in Turkey, the people in India have to struggle against that? Only because we all know that the people who defeated Turkey were the same people who are ruling our India. So the Khilafat movement was held by the two brothers, was started by the two brothers called the Ali brothers, the Muhammad Ali and the Shaukat Ali. So Gandhiji saw this as an opportunity to unite the Muslims and Hindus of India. So Gandhiji after that started the non-cooperation and Khilafat movement. So after that, Gandhiji started this as not only non-cooperation movement, non-cooperation and Khilafat movement. In this movement, we could see that the mass Hindu-Muslim unity, people irrespective of their religion, started going to the Khilafat movement and as well as the non-cooperation movement. So it was at its peak. Non-cooperation and Khilafat movement was at its peak. But suddenly Gandhiji called off for the non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji stopped the non-cooperation movement because an incident occurred called the Chauri Chaura incident. Chauri Chaura incident is an incident in response to police firing at mob in Chauri Chaura in Uttar Pradesh. So the villagers started to set ablaze the police station and 22 policemen were died. So this was completely against the path of Mahatma Gandhi. We all know that Mahatma Gandhi was a strict follower of Ahimsa, but this was against the way of Gandhiji. So Gandhiji suddenly called up for the non-cooperation movement. So Gandhiji was unhappy and he suddenly called up for the non-cooperation movement.